Here, come sit down and eat your food. Don't stand up. Eat your food. Drink your wine. You're on a date. You're gonna enjoy it. Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. I am Heathwyn and we are back today to play some more of our Whimsy Stories Legacy Challenge with our sim and our founder, Grove Whims. Grove Whims lives in Evergreen Harbor with her husband Alex and their daughter Wren, who is a toddler. And I thought it's been a little while since we've taken a look at the rules, so I thought we could take a look at the rules, refresh ourselves over what the goals are for Grove and Generation 1. So if we pull these up, Generation 1 is without a home but not without love. Our story begins, as most stories do, with endurance. You are homeless. You've gone out into the world with nothing but a tent and a dream. As a child, you never had your own home. You were bounced from place to place, always dreaming of a suburban home to call your own, with a family of your own. As you have since you were a young child, you long for a life of normalcy. You are tired of everything around you being turbulent and broken, so you seek for joy in the mundane. Life is lonely at first, but fortunately, you find love with another homeless sim. You have nothing, but it feels like absolutely everything with your partner by your side. So Grove started in Evergreen Harbor literally with a tent and a bush, and that was how she started her existence. While there, she met Bianca Rodriguez, and Bianca happened to introduce her to Alex. And she and Alex fell in love. Alex didn't really have a place of his own. He was like living with some friends. He didn't have his own place. And they met, they fell in love, and it really was like they had nothing, but they had everything because they had each other. And they built their little tiny home from like the ground up, and they made it their own, and they made things with fabrication, and they just really created this space that was truly and completely theirs. So continuing on with the rules. From the ground up, you create candles, fabricate your own furniture, search dumpsters to make it by. Eventually, you have a home of your own, built by your own two hands, a tiny home. Not only is this a tiny home, but it is a suburban tiny home. Your dream is finally realized. You will stay in this small, comfy, shoebox-sized home for the rest of your life, growing in your garden, raising your children, selling the things you make for income at local markets. So they have a beautiful little tiny home, and it's, of course, it's like nighttime in the game, but this is Grove and Alex's little home that they have built from nothing. And it is a tiny home. It is a 32 tile tiny home built built with love. So again, coming back around to our rules here, we have to find love while homeless, which is what Grove did before there was even really much of a structure. She fell in love with Alex. They have to name all of their children after nature. So Wren, this darling little toddler right here, is named after a bird, obviously, a wren. They must live in a suburban style tiny home that you build sheet free for their entire lives. Micro home for young adulthood, and afterwards you may upgrade. You have to foster a healthy garden. We do have a garden going right here that Grove has been putting a lot of time and effort into. They are a plant parent, and by this they mean that the house is full of plants. So if we take a look at the house, there are definitely a lot of plants here in this space. Not that there's a lot of space, but there's plants in that space. Have at least 3 tattoos. Grove has 2, so we need to get 1 more. Master the fabrication, handiness, and wellness skill. Have the loves the outdoors and the fragrance trait. Complete the master maker aspiration. Be self-employed with a freelance, simply crafted career, and rarely wear makeup, and love to dress casually. If we look at kind of where Grove is at with things, as far as her skills, she is level 7 of the fabrication career, level 6 of the handiness career, and level 5 of the wellness career. So we do need to do some work on those skills for her and getting those skills up. For this tier of the Master Maker aspiration, we need to harvest insects from an insect farm 1 more time, and we do have a little insect farm of crickets going over here that Grove uses to get cricket flour that then Alex, who is a master chef and in the chef career, then uses to cook with. Grove is a freelance crafter, and she's got a gig going right now where she needs to craft some floor lamps, so we will have to do that. For her traits, she is a maker, a freegan, and loves the outdoors. So this is our little family, and they are pretty happy together in this tiny little space that they live in. Alex's birthday is coming up, so we are going to probably celebrate Alex's birthday today. And then later on in the week, both Grove and Wren will have a birthday, which will really come at the right time because once Grove is no longer a young adult, they can expand the house, which I think they're really going to need to do because where a child is not really going to work in this space. A toddler barely works in this space. Wren, who is our Gen 2 sim, is like cruising right along through all of her skills. She is a little smarty pants. She is independent, and we chose independent kind of based off of the story behind Gen 2, which we'll look at once Wren gets to the point where she's going to age up. In our last episode, too, the family did go over to Sulani and took some really sweet family pictures by the beach that they've used to decorate the walls of their home. And they all like really cherish these pictures. Okay, it looks like the crickets are ready to have their flour collected. So we're going to send Grove over to do that and then nurture and tend to them, which will complete this part of their aspiration. All right, so Grove has completed that milestone. Oh, and it's Love Day. Okay. Grove has collected the following objects: super fertilizer and cricket flour. Okay. So to finish off the aspiration, Grove needs to achieve level 10 in fabrication, make 20 candles, and then complete 5 gigs as a freelance crafter. So I think Grove is going to be making a lot of candles, doing a lot of candle gigs. And actually, oh, we don't have any soy wax on our soy plants, so Grove cannot purchase or cannot use that. Does she have soy wax? She's got 4, so she'll need more, but it's a good start. Grove, I feel like this is a really interesting way to be sitting and watching TV with the toddler potty right there. It is a Love Day, and Grove does have some fabricating to do for her gig that's coming up. It needs to be done by Thursday morning. It's Tuesday, so she still has some time to do it. But I think we'll probably send Grove over to the Maker's studio and she can work on some fabrication. Alex will probably stay home with Wren. He doesn't have to work tonight, which is good. And then later on, Alex and Grove can go out on a date for Love Day. All right, Grove has come over to the waterfront and is working on fabricating a floor lamp for her gig. She needs to make 2 more of those by Thursday. So she's going to spend some time here doing some fabricating, also getting that fabrication skill up because she does need to max that. She did make a bed that she's going to use for Wren once Wren ages up, and there's a little bedside table too that she's made. And she may spend some extra time here doing some fabricating of some extra things for Wren's room because she's thinking that, you know, Wren is growing up really fast. She's gonna soon be out of a toddler bed and into a big girl bed. And so she's thinking about what things she might need to create a space for Wren. She knows the home that they live in right now is really small and that they're gonna need to expand once Wren becomes a child so that Wren can have a little bit more of her own space. All right, Wren has finished those, so she is going to send those lamps off to the client for approval. And Grove earned 900 simoleons from it and got some new clothes. Oh, and kind of leveled up a little bit in the freelancer career. So Grove will now earn more money and receive some more rewards. So that's really good. So as I said, she was thinking about things that little Wren is going to need in her room as she ages up and gets her own space. And so she's thinking she's gonna make a rug for Grove. Blah, blah, blah. So Grove's thinking she's gonna make a rug for Ren, and she's been using a sage colored dye because Grove is really into nature, and so a lot of Ren's colors are kind of natural colors like greens and browns, and so that's what she's going with as far as the stuff that she's making to help decorate Ren's room. And of course, it wouldn't be Grove without coming out and diving in the dumpster to see what things she might find that she can repurpose or recycle. Right, Grove has done some good work, so she's gonna head back home and get ready so that she can go out on a date with Alex for Love Day. Ren has mastered the potty skill. Good job, little Ren. All right, we're gonna come and have Alex ask Grove out on a date, and they're gonna go somewhere and have kind of a nice evening together. You know, Ren will be okay at home with a babysitter, and they're gonna go out and just celebrate Love Day together, which will be really nice for them. They decided to get out of Evergreen Harbor and have gone to Newcrest to breadsticks to eat for their date. So Alex is giving Grove a tulip that he picked in the garden for her, and it's really the kind of gift that is like really perfect for Grove. Oh, and Alex gave Grove a thoughtful gift along with an expression of love. I will always be here for you, each and every day. My love for you will continue to grow forever. The gift can be found in Grove's inventory. Oh my goodness. They have such a sweet relationship with each other. Wait, why are you yelling at him? Stop that. All right, so they're going to come in and request a table. It looks like it's kind of busy in here. Oh, and they have sentiments with each other about the gifts that they've given, and they are feeling very deeply connected. They really have a great relationship with each other. All right, so they've come and they are sitting down at the table. Oh, and Grove is feeling really flirty and she's really blushing. This is a hot dinner date. Dinner, check. Grove's favorite sim ever, check. Everything is wonderful. And she's really feeling the romantic generosity and really excited from going on a date with Alex. They haven't really been able to get out much. This isn't something they do very often. So this is like a really special night. So they're going to order some wine, and Grove is going to have pasta primavera, and Alex is going to have a steak. So they're really having like some good conversation, enjoying the time out without a little toddler around. Oh, and their meal has arrived. They're enjoying a little bit of wine. Oh, apparently getting up. Here, come sit down and eat your food. Don't stand up. Eat your food. Drink your wine. You're on a date. You're gonna enjoy it. So Grove is talking to Alex and telling him how much she's really enjoying her time out, that the food is really good, it's got really good flavor. And Alex, you know, is a chef, so it's important for him too. Like he cares about what the meal tastes like. And he's also like, yeah, mine had really good flavor too. I think that the chef did a really good job with this, and I found it to be really tasty. And Grove knows that if Alex liked it, this is a good place to come. And Alex is like, we really should come here again sometime. This has been really, really good. It's been really nice to kind of get out, just the two of us. And Grove is feeling, she's really blushing. Right, it is getting late. Alex is starting to get pretty tired, so he is going to come and pay the bill, and then they're going to head back home. And since it is Love Day, it only makes sense for them to have a little woohoo session to celebrate and honor Love Day. Not in a dumpster, though. No dumpster woohoo for these two. Our Love Day has come to an end. They had a very successful Love Day. They had a great time out on their date. It was really something that the two of them needed. Being parents has been really rewarding and wonderful, but it's also been stressful. So for them to be able to have a night out was really needed. And it is now Alex's birthday, so they can celebrate his birthday. And he has woken up feeling really tense. He is sobering up a little bit. They had some wine last night for Love Day, and neither one of them drink a whole lot. So he is sobering up from that. Apparently he's like really unhappy about some of the decor. He's never had this come up before, but like he's not happy about it. Oh no, and Ren is really hungry. We need to feed Ren. So Alex is kind of having a rough start to his birthday. They did just go out for Love Day, so it's probably gonna be just kind of a quiet celebration with maybe a couple of friends will come over to celebrate Alex's birthday. While Alex is inside interacting with Ren like he usually does. Alex is family oriented, so he has like no problem spending a lot of time with Ren. And Grove spends a lot of time with Ren too, but she also really enjoys coming outside, kind of being around nature and her garden and doing a little bit of yoga to kind of get herself moving for the day. Ren is in here just like having the sweetest conversation with Alex. He is just beaming at her. They have such a good relationship with each other too. Oh, nice. So Grove has now reached level 6 of the wellness skill. So good for Grove. And all of that conversing with her dad, Ren has maxed her communication skill. So Ren has fully developed her verbal skills. She can now tell a story, tell a goofy story, and talk about dinosaurs. So go Ren. Grove isn't taking a shower. She is going to call up some of their friends and have a little birthday party for Alex. She wants to celebrate him, but, you know, not be too over the top with it because they did just go out for Love Day. So she just wants a nice little quiet gathering with some friends. So she'll invite over Bianca, who is really how they met each other. And she's also going to invite Liliana. So Liliana was married to Makoa, and Makoa passed away in the last episode. And Grove has really been trying to be friends with Liliana and just kind of be a good support person for her because she realized that it would be so hard for her to lose Alex. And Liliana has her own kids, and so she just was really concerned about Liliana. So she's going to invite Liliana over, as well as Tina Tinker, who is also a maker and has become a good friend of Grove's as well. And Alex also is friends with Salim Benali, so we're going to invite over Salim. And it's because they just went out for Love Day, it's just going to be a really calm, casual sort of gathering just right there at their house. Nothing too elaborate or over the top. There is a birthday cake in the refrigerator, so we will pull that out. And then once the guests arrive, Alex can blow out the candles. Oh, Salim is already here. Oh, people are already arriving. Very good. So one of the first things that Grove is going to do, though, is check on Liliana and see how Liliana is doing. Because she has been really worried about her friend. So she's come up to Liliana and said, "Hey, how are you doing? I've really been thinking about you. A lot has been on my mind." And Liliana is like, I'm starting to do better. I'm feeling a lot more confident with things. And I'm starting to find like a groove with the kids and raising them. I really appreciate your friendship during this time. And Grove is like, "I'm really happy to be here for you. I just want to be a good friend to you. If you ever need anything, just don't hesitate to let me know." And she's like, "I'm so glad that you came. We had such a good Love Day yesterday. I know it's probably was a hard day for you." She's like, "I really did okay with that, but I'm really glad to hear that you and Alex had a really good day and that you got to go out. You guys really deserve it. It's so hard being a parent." And since it looks like most of the guests are here, we're going to have Alex come in and blow out the candles on his birthday cake. So Alex is blowing out his candles, celebrating his birthday, going to be becoming an adulthood, fulfilling dreams, planning for retirement, and midlife crises awaits. The perfect time to start wrapping up those lifelong goals. Now, Alex has had his birthday, but Grove isn't really too far behind. She will be aging up pretty soon, as well as Ren, which will probably be another birthday party. I love how Ren is out here talking to Tina Tinker. She's just like having her own conversation with the adults, which is great. We love that. So Ren is talking to Tina and telling her about how fabricating has been going and that she has actually gotten promoted in the fabrication career and she's really starting to do a lot better with that and is starting to earn more money. And Tina also is really into making, and so she's really happy to hear this. I don't know why Tina's here in her pajamas, but I mean, that's fine. casual affair, I guess. Alex has just come out and he's doing yoga. It's his birthday party. Everyone's like gathered around eating food and he's doing yoga. I mean, okay, Alex. Oh my goodness, I just noticed Ren has maxed almost every single one of her skills except for imagination, and she still has a couple of days before she ages up. So I think she might max all of her skills. She's out here talking to her parents. She's so sweet. Oh, Liliana and Grove are feeling deeply connected with one another, probably because of just how much Grove has been there for Liliana. And Liliana really has appreciated Grove's friendship. And so we had a really good birthday party. Everybody is starting to go home, which is good because we have a really tired toddler. After a couple of nice days together, everyone is kind of like, all right, we got to get back into the swing of things. Alex is making some breakfast for the family. Grove knows that she needs to pick up another gig. Yeah, you definitely need to like cooking. Grove knows she needs to pick up another gig for work and keep working on that. She needs to make candles. So I think maybe we will do this one that's a square peg, square hole. So she needs to make 3 rectangular candles. So she'll be heading off to the making station after she tends to the crickets, who have generated some more cricket flour for her. Grove also needs to work on her handiness because she is a really handy sim. So whenever anything breaks in the house, it's always Grove that goes and fixes it. And her handiness skill is level 6. We do need to max that out. So perhaps at the making station, she can also work on the workbench and craft some things. She really likes to craft like planters for the garden, and she uses those to plant her crops in. Oh my gosh. Grove wants to try for a baby with Alex. This is huge. Grove has been really uncertain about having another child. Alex is family oriented and he wants more children. Grove has been really neutral about it. And now she wants to try for a baby with Alex. I think we're going to pin that. We're almost to the point where we can expand the house. So having another child is definitely within the realm of possibilities. And I always did kind of envision them trying for another baby and having another child. With Alex being family oriented, I think he would definitely want another child. And so this might be the time to do it. Plus, Grove knows that they're starting to get older, so she might want to have that other child now before she gets a lot older and it gets a lot harder for her to have a baby and to raise a child as well, because it takes a lot of energy to raise kids. And they're both feeling very, very flirty. Now, Grove does want to go back to the maker's studio to work on her candles that she needs to make. So maybe we'll take Alex as well, and maybe they can dive for some thrills in a dumpster and see if a baby happens. I mean, it's raining, but they can dive for thrills. I mean, really, it's not really an episode of this Legacy Challenge without somebody diving for thrills in one of these dumpsters. And why not have it be Grove and Alex? I really don't understand why this is such a thing, because it's kind of gross. But hey, you know what? You guys go for it. Dive for those thrills. Now, Grove does need to come in and do some work for her job, but Alex can certainly put this stuff in the dumpster and do his usual diving for deals while Grove does her thing. He does this every time they come here together. She works on her fabrication. He dives in the dumpsters to see what treasures they might find or what things that he can recycle so that she can keep doing her thing. Should we have Grove take a pregnancy test? I think we're going to. Let's have Grove take a pregnancy test when she comes up to use the restroom after she's done talking to the client and see if any of these woohoos has resulted in a pregnancy. All right, Grove is in here. She's taking a pregnancy test. So let's see. Are they going to have a baby? Oh, Grove is not pregnant. Maybe next time. Okay, and she doesn't really have much of a strong feeling. It just says the test came back negative. Grove is not pregnant. And actually, I think that as time has gone on, I think we're going to change it so that Grove would be happy to have a child. She definitely, after having Ren, that really changed her outlook on having kids. And she obviously wants to try for a baby with Alex. She wants to have another child. So I think we're going to change that for her because I think it just makes sense. And Alex, bless him, is out here diving in this super nasty dumpster. Why is my toddler calling me saying, I heard that you and Liliana Kealoha are good friends now. You're getting more popular. Clearly, you're a good person to know. My toddler has called me on the phone. What? Alex is out here super uncomfortable because he's very wet. It's pouring down rain. He is diving in the dumpster and he's like scared of the thunderstorm, but he's still going. He's still diving away. Now, I'm going to look at the reward store and see if we can get anything to kind of help Grove with her skill gain. I think that would be really useful. She's got quite a few reward points. So I think we're going to get her the Savant skill. She's doing fine on her skills and she still has like lots of time, but I'd like to have her skills move a little bit faster. I say this as she just now reaches level 8 of the fabrication skill, but I would like those to move a little bit quicker. So we're going to get that for her so she earns some skills faster. Grove has finished 2 candles and she sent them both off to her client for approval and they've both been approved. So she's a good chunk of the way through this gig. And I think though, because it is raining really hard and Alex has been out here diving in this dumpster all day long, we're going to have him just kind of do a bit of recycling from his inventory and then send them home. Now, as we know, Alex wants more kids, and Grove also is interested in more children. So we have a slight issue that with the Murphy bed, they can't actually try for a baby. So we're gonna just real quickly get a different bed to put down. We'll just let's just get this futon. We're gonna put that down so that they can try for a baby. And then that should be good. And then we can put the Murphy bed back. So they are gonna come and try for pregnancy. It looks really weird in here without that. After some maneuvering, they're finally able to try for pregnancy. Yay! And we will put the house back. And Grove can take a pregnancy test, but we're gonna wait to do that until the next time. So a lot has happened. Grove has decided that she does in fact want kids, and she and Alex are going to try for another baby. She is really close to being an adult, which means we'll be able to expand the house, and Ren will be a child, so Ren will be able to have their own room, and they'll be able to be like a room for the baby as well if they want, or they can share a room. I'm not sure how exactly it'll all end up coming together once we like redo the house, but that is happening, so exciting things. Thank you all so much for watching. If you liked this video, please do like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!